Hi guys.
Hey David, how are you? Alright, so today we just wrapped up our first morning meeting. And the whole idea is getting our team together each day, just getting on the same page. And this is really critical if you've got a business or if you're a business owner or you manage a team. It's really important to be able to kind of get everyone sort of on the same page. I often talk about that, you know, if you're going in a different direction to your team and they're not aligned, then you're always going to have problems. So there's a number of things that I would recommend, you know, in regards to running these meetings and what it can actually do for you and for your team. First one is communication. Right? You always want to make communication two-way. You want to be able to give people information, but you also want to be able to get it back. And what that allows people to do is to be able to give you feedback, right? So you can't just be shooting it down one way and expecting people to get it. You need to be able to get feedback back for people to be able to say, hey, I don't understand this. So rather than just say, hey, this is what I need you to do, go away and do it, is that the people actually coming back and say, hey, this is great. How can I make this better? Or this is the stuff that I'm working on, because the communication is really important. When communication breaks down is usually when you start to have problems, and you'll start seeing them in kind of different areas. They're like little spot fires, right? The second part is really around process, okay? So we've got communication, so we know what's going on, but also what processes that need to be followed. So for something to happen in a particular order. So if you get a new client that comes on board, what processes do you follow? Who needs to be notified? What needs to be done? What does the client need to do? What do we need to supply to enable that to happen, all right? So you're always looking at building a process, and it can be simple. It can be 3 or 4 steps. It can be quite complex, and you can use a notepad, or you can use, you know, an online software. There's lots of tools. You know, we use something like Monday.com, which actually builds out the whole entire process. So they're 2 really important factors. So giving people a structure, but also providing that communication cadence or that style, and also a process that people can follow so that they understand. Because when you actually add that process in, people become more autonomous. So even though you're managing these people, they're becoming more autonomous and they're able to do a lot of these tasks themselves. And you'll only have a few checkpoints or touch points that people come back to you and give you that feedback and let you know how you're going. So there's a couple of really important parts, you know, something that we practice, what we preach here at Go Agency, and something that I hope that you can apply to your business as well.